So today we are just going to go inside ourselves for these few minutes. We are just going to explore all these aspects inside ourselves and leave the external world for a moment on the side as we project it. And we are going to connect with it in a more pure, in a more human way. So we have to realize that the way that we experience the world has different aspects. And one aspect that we cannot separate is the human one. So everything that we experience, every sensation of the body, it has to do with our human nature. And also, when we project all these memories, all these likes, dislikes, all those thoughts, they have to do with our human nature too. Without our human capacities, we won't be able to experience what we are experiencing. So it is limited. So we will take that experience like that. Also, we will realize that every aspect of that experience it has multiple possibilities if we expand those capabilities. As human beings, we have parts of the brains, parts of our structures that has been blocked, that are not functioning correctly because multiple factors, because we have been intervening during our lives with wounds and traumas. So we realize that that human experience is not working for us at full. And that we can expand those sensations, those emotions, those intuitions to a higher level. With that attitude, with that insight, we bring our attention to our body. We experience the tip of our head. We feel that sensation. And we start feeling a little bit more going down our forehead, our eyebrows, and inside our eyes. And we are just aware of the orbits of our eyes, the neocortex. Just imagine all those neurons interconnecting at that part of the brain, the optical nerve going all the way to the back of the head. And we move down to the nose. We are expanding that sensations. Those sensations are just taking place inside our head. We feel the cavities, all the nasal cavities, our throat, our tonsils, our lips, our nostrils, our teeth, the teeth, every one of them, the tongue, and inside the cerebellum, the thalamus, every part of our brain, our jaw, and our connection with every vertebra, our neck. We realize how wonderful is the whole system inside our head, our ears, our eyes, our nose, our mouth, how many sensations, how many chemistries happening, how many processes. Just we realize about it and we feel it. We go down to our shoulders and every muscle, our arms and forearms, our elbows, hands, our fingers. As we are aware of them, the shoulders melt, every muscle, every fiber, every cell in our bones Move to a deep state of relaxation. The body is going to a sleep state, deep and profound. Our chest, inside every organ, our heart, the medulla running through the vertebrae inside, our lungs, breathing and expanding, the esophagus surrounded by all these organs, the aorta, all the arteries, all the veins running through those places, going down to the diaphragm that ends surrounded by every bone, the sternum, the ribs, the stomach, the pancreas, the liver, every piece of the system functioning and working, moving to a deep state of relaxation. Our belly, all the intestines, magnificent peace that hold the function to feed us as the first barrier, moving down to our hips that sustain us. We see the last vertebra, the sacro, the ones that fused some of them, and our legs, every fiber, every muscle, every vein, every bone, our knees, those magnificent structures that carry us, that move us around from the hips to the knees, our feet, our toes. As that sensation and image goes down, Also, all our energy moves down to the ground and we connect with the planet. Our reptilian brain is working perfectly, harmonically. All those functions, all those processes that run in our automatic nature, that make us humans in the animal kingdom. They work perfectly and they connect with the earth. And we connect with the water, with these magnificent fluids, the blood, the saliva, every fluid in the lymphatic system that runs through our body. And we connect with the air that moves through our lungs, all that oxygen in our veins, blood, all the hydrogen, every molecule of air that is part of our body. And we connect with that internal fire, with that internal heat, and we feel it. We feel connected with the nature. And even we start to feel vibrations around our body. All those etheric electromagnetic fields, those centers of energy that move around. And we feel all of them. They are part of those sensations. So now we are interconnecting with everything surrounding us. And we expand our sensations just like that. And we realize that our mind, our thoughts, our emotions have been always there, that they are part of this miracle. That if our body is in harmony, in peace, in equilibrium, the mind will follow, our emotions will follow. If there is any stress in the body, if there is something that put in danger this physical body, the emotions will react, the thoughts will react with stress, trying to adapt, trying to find a solution. We realize how our emotions, if we are in stress, our body will suffer. If we restrict our emotions, our expressions, our mind, our thoughts, our communication, there will be one part of our body that will suffer, that will be restricted, that will be cancelled. They are one. In this human experience, they cannot exist one without the other. Taking care of our body will send a signal to take care of our emotions or our thoughts or every need that we have. It will make the peace with the whole. So we rest in this sensation for a few seconds. So for a few seconds, we can feel that our nature is perfect, that the body just adapt to the stresses, to the challenges. So our emotions, as we go with the chiropractor and these wonderful doctors release all those tensions, all those adaptations in our structure, in our bones that are pressuring nerves that make us walk in the wrong position, that constantly is causing us pain. And with one gentle movement, that tension is released. We realize that our emotions are like that our thoughts are like that. They have adapted painfully. But there are thoughts that are causing us tensions, suffering, pain. That there are emotions that have been frozen for years and years, making us walk wrongly, limiting our movement, emotions. So let's feel all of them. We are going to be aware of them and release all the tensions in our body. Feel all those tensions, all that stress areas, and let everything go. As we breathe, we feel those parts just releasing that energy. That energy had been frozen there. And we realize how we start to feel more and more free. And our emotions, how many times we want to cry and we cannot. How many times we need to love, we need to be hugged, and we freeze. We don't allow to feel those emotions, express those emotions, even things that we consider bad, that we consider negative, because all those beliefs, all those thoughts that have adapted in our head to avoid suffering, to don't be rejected, to be accepted. How many thoughts we have created to adapt, to avoid suffering, to avoid pain, to be accepted, to be loved, to be part of our group. How many times we have been isolated by ourselves because we are afraid of rejection. How many times we haven't even tried because a thought, an emotion that has adapted to survive. So being aware of our body, we are aware of all those emotions, of all those thoughts, and we move to the present, to the magnificent, eternal present. And we realize that we are divine beings that connecting with our real inner self after removing all those adaptations, all those beliefs that divine being can fly, can experience the world in a magnificent way. And we breathe that freedom. Just that realization comes to us and free too much energy. And we make the commitment to keep exploring, to keep learning. We realize that we haven't reached our full potential because all those wounds, all those obstacles, and very gentle, we know that they will be released and removed. We are grateful because those help us to survive. But we don't need to survive. We need to live fully. We need to experience and to live with intensity. No fears, life is good. Now we breathe in and we feel amazing gratitude for being in touch with this knowledge, for having this opportunity. And breathe out and we share. Breathing in, breathing out. The last one, feeling how this life is wonderful, is magnificent, it's amazing. We have everything that we need. No more, no less. We don't wish. We are just surprised at every moment for life. Breathing in, holding for few seconds, breathing out and sharing. Okay, so we are ready to start the day. Okay?
Yes. Thank you,
All
Jason.
right, Rohini.
Thank you. Bye bye.